My name is Richard Bekeris. I'm 16 years old. I go to Sitka High School and I'll be a senior this year. And I'm from, of course, Sitka, Alaska. This year I was in Rawhide 2, so I took Introduction to Molecular Biology as well as the host lab portion, which was done at the WERB and Institute of Arctic Biology. Mine was on Simonidae phylogeny, which is basically we're building a family tree of sorts, genetically based family tree of salmon species like trout and char and grayling and such. It was actually more challenging based on the impression I got from previous years, what I'd heard. The classes were taught a little differently with different focus. It was more on the genetics rather than evolution and such. Okay. And so it was a lot more technical, a lot more hands-on, I think. It was a lot more fun. There were a lot more fun activities planned together that I really enjoyed. So that was pretty good. Academically, I really liked working in the host lab, getting to do actual research and really learn science from the inside. Tool-wise, not really. We did some of the method stuff, went over in our science classes, but it was nowhere near as exact or as precise. Well, I enjoyed pretty much all of the outings we had planned on every weekend. My favorite would either be the rafting down the Nanana, which we did last weekend, or the canoe trip down the Chena, which we did the first weekend. Well, I didn't really need particular help from the TCs on the classwork, but they were very helpful otherwise. At least from what I noticed from other students, how they helped them, my roommate, they're all very helpful. Absolutely. I was considering going to some science field or technical field otherwise, and so this really helped me understand the processes involved. Practice, being aware of everything you do, especially in the host labs. You need to make sure you know what you're doing and you know what all the methods and you kind of need to keep track of everything. Be aware of your surroundings and all that. That's the most important part. Somewhat. I think it would be better if the research was actually continued because it does show promise. My lab partner used pretty much the exact same method and got pretty good results, so there is a chance that something just went wrong by accident, but it doesn't mean that this method wasn't viable. Absolutely. I mean, just the best way to really get to know each other is to do these kind of challenging things like hikes and rafting and all that. Really builds teamwork, and you really have to get to know the person in order to really bond with them. Absolutely. It just depends on what they're interested in. They can take Rawhide or Rawhide 2. It all depends on what they want to do. Primarily, I've been thinking of out-of-state schools, though if I had to pick out Alaska, it would definitely be UAF. I have 5 or 6 choices right now. Most of them are East Coast, actually. Princeton, Dartmouth, Rice, Duke, and Stanford. Those are my top of the list choices. Bye.